Hey guys, I know I've been missing in action, but guys, let me tell you, I had to bring this one to you. It's a Guyana turnover Salara red bread, a popular Guyanese dessert or snack. It is actually a bread recipe filled with some stewed red coconut and baked to perfection. Okay guys, so I'm going to be listing all the ingredients and measurements in the description box below for this recipe. So over medium heat, I add a pan and I'm going to add my grated coconut along with some sugar. Now I'm going to check the sweetness of my coconut mixture as I work along, and depends on the sweetness that you want. Then you're going to add more sugar or you can add less. I'm going to give it a nice little stir, and at this time I'm using some powdered food coloring. You can use the red food coloring that you have in your pantry. I'm going to add it there. A little bit of this goes a very long way. And into this bowl I still have some that has been left back. So I'm going to add a little bit of milk into this container. And I'm going to just shake it around. And I'm going to add it right up into this pan. Alright, as you can see that I just use about 1/4 teaspoon. It is very strong, guys. If you get your hands on this, it lasts a very long time and it takes you a very long way. Add it right up into there, and we are doing all of this over medium heat. So I'm going to give it a nice little stir and let this cook. This takes about 6 to 8 minutes to stew down. We're going to get all those little white pieces of coconut mixed up and red when it's all cooked up and nice. Now I decided that I want a little bit more sugar into this. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add some more sugar and then mix it up. For the spices, I'm going to add a piece of spice, cover it with the mixture and let it infuse. You want to cook this until all the liquid has been dissolved and the coconut starts to thicken up. So we're going to let this cook for another minute or two. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to add some salt along with some grated nutmeg and some essence. Now you can use vanilla essence. I am using our local mixed essence. All right. And let me tell you about this Guyanese snack, guys. Actually, I did post a short video a few weeks back asking you guys to stay tuned for the recipe. And it is mainly a bread recipe that is filled with red colored stewed coconut rolled up, then baked until brown and basted with a sugar and water solution. When you see a Salara like this, I don't know why they put red coloring in the coconut, but trust me, once you see a Salara with red coloring, know it's a Guyanese thing. And this is one of my favorite snacks. I always used to like to eat it in the evenings with a cup of cow's milk, or also a big old cup with some lemonade and a lot of ice. If you're from Guyana, you know what I mean. So now we're going to be using some of the bread dough. Once that is done, we're going to turn the heat off and set it aside. You want it to be completely cool before you place it into your dough. And with this bread mixture, I didn't show you, but I will leave a link below in the description box to show you how I make my bread. It's just the normal bread dough that you're going to use, right? Nothing different. And depends on the size of the Salara that you want to make. You're going to use the dough. Roll it out and make sure you roll it at least about a little less than 1/4 inch thick. Place that very cool stewed coconut mixture right over the top, just like this. Guys, let me tell you, this is so soft, so juicy. You got a sweet tooth, you would love this. Just go give it a try. Place it all around, and at this time you don't have to get a perfect circle when you roll your dough out. All right. So once you put it in there, the more rolls you make, the more circles of the red dough you're going to get into your Salara. Now I'm going to roll it from one end right over like this. So keep rolling it. It is so easy to put together. Nothing is hard to do, guys. Once you get hold of it, you would want to make it every week. I know the kids are going to love it. So what I'm doing here is just pulling back some of the mixture, because when I roll or when I bake, actually, I do not want the juice to seep out. So I'm going to continue rolling. And then on one end of the dough, I am going to pinch the edges in like this, the middle part. And then the outer part is what I'm going to pull right over and tuck it in under, just like this. Head over to the other part of the dough and repeat the same. In this way, the juice is not going to seep out and make all of that mess. Into a grease pan, I'm going to place it. And you can grease your pan with shortening, with butter, with oil, whatever you want. Now, at the bottom of this dough has the seam there. And you don't want to just leave it out like that when you're baking. Just be sure that when you place it into your pan, you rest that dough directly onto that seam so it would press it down. And again, none of the juice is going to seep out. Just like this. Set it aside, and with the same dough, guys, I'm going to make a few little bun with the rest of the dough. And guys, if you want to be certain with the size of the dough, you can weigh the dough. I always go on an average, all right? Because when I'm done, you always want to have the same size. So you can also plait them if you want, or you do them just the way I'm doing them. This is just for home use, so I'm also using a cake pan for this. You can use a wider pan if you don't want them to touch together. That's all right. So cut them up, flour the surface, and roll them. You can roll it on the surface, or you can place it into the palm of your hand and make some nice little round balls. And then pop them into a greased pan. There you have it, guys. I did realize that some were a little bigger than some, so I would be pinching out a piece of dough from one into another, and that's how you get your pieces of equal doughs. Roll them out like this. And there you have it. So once I'm done rolling them and I place them into the pan, I'm going to cover them and let them sit for about 15 to 20 minutes. And then I'm going to put them into a 350 degrees oven to bake for 15 to 18 minutes, or until they are golden brown and nice. And immediately when you remove them from the oven, you want to deal with it when it is very hot. Mix a little bit of brown sugar and some water to make that thick syrup, and just baste your Salara with it. You want to make sure that some of the sugar grains get on top of there, all right? And that's how we do it, guys. Now with the bread, you want to make sure that you use some butter and baste it while it is hot. And it's so simple. You can use this hot bread with some butter in the middle. You can also put some cheese while it is hot. Man, I'm telling you, you can imagine the burst of flavor in my kitchen. And they're not only looking good, guys, they smell good, they taste good. Just grab your glass of milk, grab a glass of lemonade, or in Guyana we call it swank. And yes, there you have it. Hot bread and cheese, or you get your hot Salara. And you go down the road just feeling good, guys. So let me cut into my Salara and show you. You can see how soft it is. And that is the end part. So you're now going to see all those rolls. As I keep cutting into it, you're going to see the red rolls in there, as you can see. And there you have it, guys. So yes, go give it a try, and don't you forget to like, subscribe, and share my videos. And I promise you guys, for my new subscribers also that are here, thank you for tuning in, and for my older subscribers, thank you for coming again. So stay with me for many more simple, easy recipes. Thank you for watching. Continue to stay safe, and may God continue to also bless you. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching again. Enjoy. And again, be safe. Bye for now.